Good morning. Is it still morning? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I know I'm late. Sorry I did not put anything out yesterday. I was running around like a chicken with her head cut off for not work, just for like family stuff and household stuff. So wasn't anything too particularly interesting to record, so I just decided not to. So today, I do have it delivered that I'm on my way to right now. I don't have to pick it up for an hour, so I'll be a little early. But the delivered is actually got me the order that I would like to talk about today. So there is, and I don't know, it's not new. It's new to me. A new app. Let me preface this by saying the majority of you probably, maybe, I don't know, will not want to do this. I went back and forth for a long time to try to think about if I wanted to do it or not. I saw somebody listed it in like, you know, an app that you should try or a new app or something. And then my driver Mike, your driver Mike, whatever his name is, did a video on, he did 2 orders off of it. And it wasn't horrible. So I decided to sign up because of the dreaded summer slowdown. I figured, what the heck, maybe I can, you know, make money in other ways. So it is an app called Poplin. It is a laundry service. So again, wasn't so sure. The laundry part of it doesn't bother me at all. It's the I wasn't sure of how it worked. So I did a lot of research on it the past couple days, and I decided yesterday an order popped up. Well, first of all, over the weekend an order popped up, and they do things a little backwards as far as I signed up, and then when I went to go try to take my first order is when it said, okay, now we need to do a background check on you. So by the time that came back, I missed, even though it came back probably within 20 minutes, I think, but I missed that order. So I wasn't able to take that. So yesterday, one came up while I was doing something, a Grubhub order I think I was on, and it was for $41. It said 2 bags of laundry and 2 oversized items for $41. So I'm like, it's far. It was like on the North Shore, so it was like a half-hour drive for me to get there. So I'm like, I'm not so sure. I kind of want it, I don't want it. Then I read there was instructions from the customer, and think of DoorDash instructions for laundry. It was normal, like, you know, make sure that you separate the colors from the darks, from the whites, from like, just, you know, those kind of things. But then it was, she wants everything hung dry, and do not bleed the clothing. Like all of these, do not. So my husband called me, and I was telling him, he's like, don't take it. He goes, there's a reason that one has been sitting there, because nobody wants it. Obviously people have taken her before, and she's a nightmare. So they don't tell you the address, but I'm pretty good at figuring those out. I thought it was a retirement home. It ended up not being a retirement home. It was a rehabilitation center. So, but I guess that she's been there for a very long time, and they do offer laundry services. Everybody that I ran into said, oh, you're here to pick up Suzanne's order today. So she does this all the time. And they're all like, we don't know why she does, because we would do it for her. So, but whatever. So I'm like, I'm not so sure. This was at like 1:30 that it popped up. So I went, and I was going to the restaurant. I'm like, oh, they just put a $5 incentive, so now it's $46. And it is an estimate because they do all of their stuff based on pounds, but we'll get to that in a minute. So I went and I dropped off the order, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm still talking to my husband. He's like, if you're that uncertain, don't take it, because you're going to go in with it like not being a good experience or whatever. So just don't take it. I'm like, okay. So then once I delivered it, I'm like, oh, now there's a $10 bonus on it. So then I was still hemming and hawing, and then I got an order from Delivered, which is out this way. So it's not like I would have gone all this way for nothing. Excuse me. Okay, sorry, I had a little tickle in my throat. So I went ahead and took it. As soon as I accepted it, I went to go pick it up just because I didn't want to be stuck in rush hour traffic. So how this works, a normal order, which is what this was, you have to pick up by 8 p.m. the day that you get it, and you have to deliver it by 8 p.m. the next day. So I went in. She was not the nicest person, but I understood. She's older. She said that she has Parkinson's. I think she's just miserable. And she was having a bad day. So whatever. So I went. She had her laundry in her own laundry bags. There was 2 of them. So I said, I asked her, because you're supposed to put them in clear bags, which I'll get to that again in a minute. And I asked her, did you want me to wash the bags and put the clean clothes back in? Yes, please. Okay, fine. So I took them home. There ended up being 2 loads and then the 2 oversized items. So I was able to get that all done in 2.5 hours, 3 hours max, because she didn't want any of her tops dried. So this is the deal with Poplin. You have to provide the laundry detergent. Now, you either have to have, if they request like a free and clear, which she did, or name brands, not Gain. They do not want you to use Gain. I guess Gain has a scent that a lot of people don't like. I happen to like it. So you can use Tide, Cheer, things like that. You do not use scent beads, fabric softener, or dryer sheets. If they want you to use those, they have to send them with you. They can also, if they have a certain detergent, they can send the detergent with you too. From my understanding, they get paid $1 per pound. We get paid, or they get charged $1 per pound. We get paid 75 cents a pound. So they have a minimum. I think our minimum would be $23 that we would ever get paid. All of the money that they are showing does not include tips. I don't believe this woman will tip, but stranger things have happened. So you do the laundry and you fold it. You have to have, this is like your upfront expenses. You have to have the laundry detergent. They want you to have 33-gallon clear trash bags, basically. They also suggest that you get 13 gallons. So if there's any, like if you're doing a new mom and there's a bunch of, their onesies and then the rest is, I don't know, something else. You could separate them, or you could separate, if they put in their undergarments, put them in a different bag or whatever. If they have everything fits in one bag, you might want to put the towels in the smaller bag. You don't have to. They give you a link to Amazon for 100 bags for $35. I found 20 bags at Walmart, clear bags at Walmart, for $3 and we'll call it $4. So that's what I got hers, because I had to put the bag over the stuff that I had to hang. Hanging, they have to provide the hangers. The only thing that you have to provide are the bags and the laundry detergent. They want you to have labels so that you could label, because ultimately after I do 3 orders, I could get multiple orders. And if you're picking up multiples, they want you to make sure that they're labeled when you pick them up and when you drop them off. And because they're bags, the ones at Walmart do their drawstrings, so I will cut that off because they don't really present pretty. I didn't cut it off of this one because it went upside down over her hangers. But they want you to, put a little bow on it, make it look pretty and whatever. I bought all that stuff from the dollar store, so it's not like it's super expensive. If I do end up liking this, they do have business cards that you can order that has a QR code. So if I ran into you and if somebody at this center that I just dropped off to wanted to use the app as well, I would give them the business card. They would scan the QR code, and their first load of laundry would be free. And then I would get that person if I was available. So what my goal is to target hotels. I live in a suburb of Chicago, a huge market for, corporate offices, conventions, all this different kind of stuff, to where if people are going to come in, they might want to have their stuff cleaned before they leave. A whole bunch of different things. I guess the hotels are a huge market anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. Or like nurse or daycares, beauty shops, barber shops, people that just don't have time to do laundry. They market to new moms, to busy, professionals that don't have time to do their laundry, whatever. From what I saw, most people are very, very considerate, and most don't include their undergarments. Some do, but not most of them. There are, they can't give you anything that is heavily soiled. They can't give you anything that's damaged. They can't give you anything. There's a whole stipulation for them of what they cannot give you, which is nice. So my overall thought is I kind of like it, because laundry doesn't really bother me, because really you're just folding. The washer and dryer is doing all the work. And it's something that I could do while I'm at home. Once 2-3 o'clock hits and it's dead, I could go home and start doing this. I could still make dinner. I could do a whole bunch of different things except for our laundry. But I'm going to, if I decide to keep this, which I'm leaning towards keeping it, I will get a mason jar and fill it with the Clear and Free laundry detergent, and keep it in my car, because something like this, I would go. Now, you don't have to wait until the next day to deliver. The quicker you deliver, I guess, the more points that you get. I don't know. The point system, all it does is allow you to take more orders. So this, if I get her again, I will just go to a laundromat. Now, granted, I don't know how much a laundromat is anymore, but I figured it's probably in comparison to using my water and my electricity. So, but then it saves me the trip to my house and then back. So if it's a longer distance and I want to take it, I'll just find a laundromat that's close by, and then you'll probably get better tips from a tipping customer, because you're not waiting the 24 hours to get it back. I would have it back to them in probably 2-3 hours tops, especially at a laundromat, because you do have, actually probably less than that, because you do it all at once, with the exception of hang dry, because she is in a hospital room shared with another person. So her closet is shared, so she has a little space. So there would have been nowhere for me to hang her wet tops to dry. They had to dry in my house. Speaking of, I'm going to have to go to Target and get one of those $10 pop-up clothes racks, because there's no, with the exception of hogging up my shower, which I had to wait till this morning to take a shower instead of last night because her clothes were hanging dry. But most people don't have you hang dry. I'm not even sure why she did, but it is what it is. When I dropped off to her this morning, she was in a much better mood, very thankful, I think because I was so early. But it's not a bad way to make money. I made $51, and if she tips, then I'll get that too. But granted, it would have been $41 without the $10 incentive, but still, to be at home, and I was at home last night with my husband, it was nice, to not have to be out working when I could be making money at home. So I think it's worth it. I'm going to do a couple more and see if there's, I don't know how, the availability of orders are. So I have to watch it and see. But for right now, if it's something that you guys would be interested, it's POPLIN. It was a very easy sign up. And like I said, from what I've read on Reddit and Facebook, people are very considerate. It's not gross laundry that they give you. And that's what gloves were invented for. If they do give you something that happens to be heavily dirty, you don't have to do it. You could just put it into a separate bag and return it, because that's not what we are there for. We're not stain, like the pre-wash for the stains, none of that. It literally is, you wash it and you dry it, and all you're providing is the laundry detergent. So it's not a bad gig. So if anyone wants any more information, or if you have any questions that I could possibly answer after one order, leave your questions in the comments and I will definitely answer them. And hopefully I can maybe turn this into a bigger, they say, and I know everybody says, every app says that you can make so much money, but they say that the top people, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. They do say that the top people can make about $6,000 a month. I mean, I know that's like probably 3 people. But, I mean, we're just going to go with the $40 because that's what I really did get paid without the incentive. I mean, even if I can do 1 a day, that's an extra $200 in the week. I mean, that's not bad for being at home. So I'm hoping that I can make something out of it. Sorry, I'm at my drop off or my pickup, and it's gorgeous out. So I wanted the windows down, but anyways, I'm hoping that I can find some clients of my own, like, to sign up and do this. There's another one, I think it's called Laundry Pro, that again, my driver Mike did. And by the time I signed up for it, they're full. So, and there's Hamper, but they're not in Illinois yet. So if that's something that you guys are interested, look up those two and see if you can get on them. The Laundry Pro one, I think paid a little bit more. Like, Poplin is 75 cents a pound. Laundry Pro was $1.20 a pound. However, customers could request that you iron. I don't even own an iron. If it needs ironed, it gets sprayed down and put right back into the dryer. So, and then the washer one, the Hamper one, I'm not sure because I couldn't get much information on it. So, but it's a new thing for me to do. It's easy. Like I said, my hope is to try to get stuff that I could pick up either on Friday or Saturday, once I can do multiple orders and just do laundry all day and get paid. And if I can get a couple of them at one time, I'll just go to the laundromat and get them all done and out the door, instead of spending a whole day doing it at home. I can get it all done in 2 or 3 hours at the laundromat. But let me know what you guys think. Do you not like it? Do you like it? I don't think it's gross, just because of all of the comments that I've read everywhere that people are very, very conscientious about what they send you. So let me know. Upfront start money, not that much. The bags, labels. Again, the bags were we'll say $4. Labels like the dollar store, or you can get a big pack of them for like $5 on Amazon or Target or something. Ribbon I bought from the dollar store. They did link a huge pack of multicolored ribbons on Amazon for like $6.50, I think it was. And then the detergent. But if you shop smart, like, I don't know how many people shop at Dollar General on Saturdays with all the coupons that they have. I can get this stuff for fairly cheap. And then, like I said, if people want something in particular, they send their own. So sometimes you may not even have to use your own laundry detergent. But if it gets big, like I would love for it to, of course, everybody loves in the beginning for anything to get big, then I'll invest in detergent just for this or whatever. But I think I am going to, I shouldn't say that. If I do a couple more and there's more people that want their items to be to hang to dry, then I think I'll go and get one of those pop-up clothes racks, because I don't want to keep bombarding the bathroom in my bedroom to dry these things. But folding, super simple. I mean, it's folding, it's whatever. And hopefully she has not tipped as of yet. I don't think that she's going to, but stranger things have happened, I guess. So we'll see. The payouts are every week on Wednesday. So I don't believe I'll get paid tomorrow because they take time for the customer to, like, for their credit card to process. So I'm sure I'll get paid next week. I might get, actually, I think tomorrow I will get the $10 incentive because that doesn't have to process. So, but every Wednesday. And as long as, if I can find stuff that's pretty local, I think it's be a great gig. But let me know what you guys think, if you have any questions, and if you think I'm crazy for doing this. I know I'm a little crazy, but for doing this. So I hope you guys are busy. I'm going to see if my catering order is ready so that I can get in and get out and hopefully have a good lunch. But I hope you guys are making lots of money, and we'll chat soon.